Well, salutations to the kindred spirits, TGIF, and hey, y'all, happy Magic Wand Day. If you didn't get the scoop, that's what we're throwing down this fine afternoon as we take a look at some of the large and small magic wands that we offer at Tricksupply. Heck, we could be looking at 100 magic wands today, but I tried to rein it in, and we're just going to stick to like a couple of 10 like gimmicked magic wands, and then I got a couple of 10 regular magic wands that we can take a peek at. And let me just start by saying hi to the friendlies who show up. Good. I guess it's afternoon in Arkansas. Mr. Nick, how you doing? Mystery Box. Yes, indeed. Well, you saw some of them on the table. We'll be looking at more of them soon. Good morning, Tim. Again, afternoon in New York, Texas. What's up, Texas? Robert. Hope everyone's having a good Friday and that everyone has a great weekend. I got my pre-weekend off to a good start yesterday, throwing down. What's up, Jim? How you doing, Gary? I'm on a semi-magic hangover today, as last night was Wonderground night. Had a good time with Jeff McBride and friends. Here we are doing some card tricks at the Olive on Sunset Road here in Las Vegas. Boy, Michael Barefoot, what a talent this guy is. Over 100 magic competition wins. This guy knows how to win a magic contest. He's absolutely hilarious and a great sleight of hand artist. And these are just pictures from the close-up session. If you do hit the Wonderground, you're going to see stage magic, minimalism, dance, variety, sideshow. And yours truly has been hosting the close-up sessions. Say hello to Bonefish. Brought a little street-style theater into the Wonderground. That was a fun bit with the animal trap. This is Jeffrey Allen doing a new coin thing he invented. This is actually a Fooler. It's not out yet, and I don't know if I should say more about it, but you might want to look up Jeffrey Allen on the Facebooks. Let me go down here for a little bit. I do want to show a little bit of clip of. Let me get this clear. First of all, say hi to Dream Upright, Danny Pritchett, one of the kinder, gentler souls in this town. And then there he is, the GOAT himself, Grand Master Jeff McBride. I think it's safe to say he smoked everyone with this linking ring routine he did. I know it fooled me the first time I saw it, and it was great to see it again in front of this wonderful, appreciative audience. It's been a real joy getting to know Jeff in Las Vegas, and you know, you hear the term Grand Master now and again.
And it is our job as magicians to bring people together.
Let's hear that again.
And it is our job as magicians to bring people together.
Yes, indeed.
Now, it's one of your first times here, correct? Would you give that a great look? And it is our job as magicians.
So I think it's safe to say no one brings magicians or people better together than Mr. McBride. And Jeff, thank you for having me as part of your universe. It's a pleasure. Link made it. About time. We waited for you, Scott, but I didn't think you were going to show up, so I had to get started with this skit. What's up, Balloon? Greetings. All right, so let's see. What do we got on the table here? I got some wands. I do got a couple of new things I want to point your radar at today. Where do we start? Maybe we'll just eliminate some of the regs. This is a cheapy $3 little, it looks maybe plastic, but with metal tips. I give these away to noobs, kids. You know, you spend a few bucks in Tricksupply. This is kind of a thing you might get for free in the shop. My favorite wand we have in the store is actually this one from JL Magic. This is their silicone wrapped metal core wand. You guys have seen me swing the camera a couple times if you've been in my universe for any length of time. I like these. I use these. I have one of these in every color. They make them in white, black, red. This is the smaller size. Like a wand like this would be something you put in your breast pocket to carry around. So I guess this would be like an 8 incher. And then at full length, this thing is 13 inches. The silicone wrapping makes this a joy to handle if you do things like wand spins or any flourishes with wands. Also, one of my favorite flourishes is the magnetized wand, where the wand appears to float or stick to the fingertips. And you can get a real nice grip on this thing with just barely the tips of your fingers. And for that and many more reasons, this thing is highly recommended. Red, white, black, take your pick. Get one, thank me later. The JL wand. That's what you're looking for on Tricksupply.com. As I do talk about these things, you know, if you have any questions or curious about anything, you got a question about, a couple of y'all got these wands. Let me know if you like them. Let the chat know if you like them. Tim's testifying the real truth. That's, people ask me all the time. They come in the magic shop and they say, what do you do with the magic wand? I say, I do this, and you look here, and then I do whatever I want over here. And that's the real power of the magic wand, right? Being able to misdirect the audience. This is a levitating wand, which I never use. But this one has a bit of elastic coming off the back of it. So if you want to make it look like it levitates up in your hand, you could do that. That might even be a nice skit to put in with this one. It levitates to the fingers and then it levitates up the hand. You should probably practice this if you want to do it. You should probably practice everything you do. I am not a role model. I just do the goodest I can with what I got in front of me. Yeah, also this, it doesn't have to be, let's talk about this a little bit, like when doing the cups and balls, it also comes in handy, sure. And this is not as always the misdirective, moment that I'm talking about. Sometimes just holding a wand while you're palming an object, if you have a coin or a ring or something in your hand. Well, if you're palming it, that's fine. But if you're also holding the wand at the same time you're palming it, maybe you've just done a false transfer, you grab the wand, and this is the real power of the magic wand, putting our hands in a natural position, giving our dirty hand a reason to move somewhere while the audience is watching the other hand. This is the real power of a magic wand. But I do have some magic wands that have powers. We're going to show you some of them in just a minute. You did see one of them when I started this thing over on the countertop here. What are we looking at? These are like appearing poles in magic wand form. Wayne Rogers. These are multicolor growing appearing wands. This is a multi-wand package. You get 5 in a set. We have these in colored wands and also just black and white. So if you want to make a big wand appear or 5 big wands appear, well, that's how you do it. or one way to do it. And here's another, speaking of big wands, and it's not the size that matters, but sometimes it counts. I like these. I actually brought this one from my house. It's how I get my bench presses in. This is my workout in the morning. This is the extra strength magic wand. This is the Murphy's Magic inflatable wand. You're looking at the 4-foot model. I use this to goof around and do gags, mainly when I'm doing live streams online. I just mess around with this thing. At a kid's show, at a family affair, this is a rock star prop. You can even bop the kid on the head. But also, I hypothesize that these things would make great decorations for a stage show. So let's take a look at our website here, the Murphy's Magic inflatable wand. And they have these in multiple sizes. They have them in 1 foot, 2 foot. This is I think Javier's there's got the 6-foot magic wand. Look how big they get, like 10 feet. The 6-footer's $35. The 10-foot one, you could put a couple of those on either end of your stage, and now we have nice decor, maybe. So you're talking big wands. There's an option for you. I like these. I use them. I recommend them. Get one at Tricksupply. Inflatable magic wand. Oh, I have done cups and balls with it on the TikTok lives. I'm tempted to do so now, but I got quite a bit to get through. Let me get back to the desk and see which wands I skipped over here. This is our nice wooden wand. So some people like metal, some people like plastic, some people like metal and plastic with silicone. This is the wooden wand with, wooden tips. We have those. I like this one a lot for a wooden wand. This is the, is this Bacon Magic? It is. Bacon Magics. This is their bold brown. This is a more ornate wand with the tips kind of like chiseled out into a nice design. These are only $10. I feel like for that price, it's a really nice wand. A little bit on the smaller side, closer to about 11 inches, I think, on that one. And this is a really elegant option from Murphy's. They call this their professional magic wand. A nice, I think this is a hard wood with metal tips. This is desirable at $15. Includes a nice carrying case and a magic wand polishing cloth, so you can keep your things pretty. And yeah, I think anyone that bought this would be happy to have it in their universe. The Murphy's Magic Professional Wand. As I talk about these wands, if you need a link or a little more information, again, let me know. Holler out in the chat. I am looking for questions. I'm wondering if anyone out there in the chat uses gimmicked magic wands, like if there's a style of gimmicked wand that you like to use in your universe. Maybe there's something that I didn't pull today to show on this live stream, and you could enlighten us to what I missed. So I'd love to hear feedback from anybody and what you're doing in your world. You're not wrong. I would think swinging that big wand, what I should do is get the big 6-foot wand and then do the 4-inch cups and balls like this, or the micro cups from TCC. We should get that out. There's one right before the stream, I'm in the database looking at things, and we do have a double flash bang wand that is, may I say, it's a banger. I can and I did. So yeah, that's a good option. So if you have a magic wand that does one of two things, either makes a loud noise and or shoots a ball of fire out the tip of it for criminy. We have those bang wands. Search for them on Tricksupply. And almost as though we set this up, as I was going through the database, I saw this thing. Where did I put it? Right, chill. This was not pre-planned, but look what we have here. This is the Crystal Fire Wand. And if you're a fire performer or a pyromaniac, you might want this in your universe. This is a very cool prop. And very lovely packaging. Mystery box, to be clear. Mystery box is one of those. I'm assuming a pyromaniac, yes? Yes. So this is a wand that has wicking on the end of it. Are we going to focus on that or not? There we are. And it's got strike wheels on the end of it. How big is this thing? About 3.5 feet, something like that. So you can manipulate this as well. And then when you're ready, kapow, it sparks, bang. I guess you put some Zippo fuel or maybe some Coleman fuel on there. There's one on each end. So theoretically, you can make the fire jump. You could probably grab it from here and put it here. But if you want a wand that makes fire, here's one for your consideration. Kind of a neat prop. Crystal Fire Wand. I think these run about $65. We'll put these where the wands go. The wands go here now. All right, here's a good question from Drag O Tier. Nick, is there a wand that lights up? Yes, you can also fight crime with that magic wand. This is okay. This is from Tim. Is there a lighted tip that can be used in conjunction with D lights? Yeah, let me go back to our website here. Go over to Tricksupply. Boy, I was going to showcase the MagReel. We had a couple units come in this week. If you haven't seen the hot new prop that's out, wow, Miranda. We'll talk about a couple more new things after this, but just since this is on the website, let me mention this thing. This is an electronic thread reel that lives on the back of your cell phone. Cell phone, like one of those cell phone wallet deals. Maybe we can take a look at a minute or so of this trailer. Let's see what's going on with MagReel. Oh, magic trailers, you take so long sometimes. There we go.
Welcome to MagReel, the future of invisible thread. MagReel is the world's first programmable invisible thread system built right into a MagSafe wallet that looks and works like a real everyday wallet. From the outside, it's premium, sleek, and holds some of your cards. Inside, a hidden powerhouse that's always ready to perform.
Love this.
Look, and then you can close your fist, close your fist.
Two independent motors let you run effects separately or link them into a continuous loop for brand new effects never before possible. No setup, no extra gear.
Beast
Whether your
mode.
phone is in your pocket or on the table, you are always ready to perform. MagReel comes with a powerful web app where you can record and store up to 50 programs, fine-tune every move,
Up to 50 different motions
on the fly. And here's the real game changer: sharing programs. Yes, you can now send your routines by email or WhatsApp, and other magician from another part of the world can upload and use it.
That is cool.
This opens
now
the door
we're
to
in the
a
new
global
millennium.
network of performers. MagReel comes with professional routines from myself and Tom Wright, so you can start performing them straight out of the box. This is MagReel.
Well, okay. I did not know they had uploadable programmable things. So now when we create our moments in the app, you could upload it and share it with other people. What a novel approach to, oh man, it's a good time to be a magician. Unless you hate electronic stuff. Some people hate that stuff. All right, that's the new stuff. Where was I? Let's go back to the website. I got squirreled on that one. Let's go back here and see about looking up magic wands that light up. I think what you'd be looking for here, I'm typing in modern light wand, and these come in different colors. I think they make them in red and maybe blue and green. If I was going to get one of these, I'd probably go for the white. I do prefer a white Prisma light or a D light or the I'll tell you a good one, the super bright professional lights we sell. These guys right here, professional light. These are super bright D lights. They're great to use for stage or outside. And I'd say this is what you're looking for. Let's do this and take a look at the trailer for just a second. There it is, right there. He's doing it. He's doing the thing. Okay, that's TMI though. Thank you. So it's not rechargeable. I guess that's their way of saying it's not rechargeable. All right, not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind having one of those. I'm a fan, of the D lights. I do like pulling them from organic spots, light bulbs, phone lights, things like that. But Don Wand, what's up, Don Wand? How you doing? Man, I forgot you might have been at the Wonderground last night. I guess you didn't make it. I would have seen you. We could have done the thing, but All right, let me get out, finish off with my desk here. I got a couple more wands. The cheapest wand I'm sharing today is also one of the coolest. It's this one. We offer these in shop and on the website for just $3.99. This is a hot rod style magic wand. So you have your spectator choose one of the colors. Spoiler, it's going to be silver. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, right? You do the hot rod force, someone picks a color, and then it changes the tips to the color they pick. Or you could just have a magic wand that changes into a rainbow, if you're into that. A lot of people are. But you do the hot rod force, that works too, and then the tips change into the color. So that's a fun time for $4. Probably a great trick for a kid, if they're like getting into paddle moves and stuff like that. And then the last gimmicked wand on my desk here right now is the breakaway wand. You know it, you love it. If you're a family entertainer, you probably can't live without it. You give the kid the wand, it falls apart in their hand. It's the breakaway wand, classic gag children's prop. Looks like a wand, and then the child cries. I don't know. Hopefully they're not crying. All right, I got a couple of 3 or 4 more wands to share with you. I'll do that after I wave just a couple of newer things at the camera. And then I'm going to continue packing for Magi Fest. I mentioned it last week, and I'm going to mention it again. We are headed to Ohio next week. We're going to be at the Magi Fest in Columbus, Ohio. Us and I don't know, a couple other dozen dealers or so at one of the biggest magic parties in this country and, in fact, the world. I should note on that note that we will be closed at Tricksupply next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. Of course, this means there will be no live stream unless I get crazy and turn on the camera from the dealer's room in Magi Fest. That might happen. Maybe next week at at the Friday timing, I can just say hi from the dealer's room for a minute. So you go. Oh, I'm just on the Vanishing Ink side. Here we go. Let's just get out of that. If you're going, you're going. If you're not, it's probably too late now. But that's what I'm going to be doing later. Hey, if you need me to bring something to Magi Fest, if you're going to be there and need a prop, holla. Drop a comment on the video, send us an email, call the phone. I'll answer it. You can just tell me what you want. Happy to bring some props for anyone who needs them. Save some shipping, help grease the wheel. And see you in Ohio in just about a week's time. Checking out a couple of the chats here. Yeah, you're right. It would be nice, huh? We could probably do that. I'm making a mental note to do that. It'll probably just be for a few minutes, but give you all that Magi Fest vibe. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. All right, just a couple of the new things that came in the shop this week that I was happy to see. Here's one of them. This is the winner's prediction. This is a rock, paper, scissors style effect, an impossible style prediction, free will kind of thing. I've had some work on the rock, paper, scissors plot, so I might be a little jaded on liking this prop, but you could put this on your radar if you're looking for a new piece that might make you happy. I really dig this from the Grum house, the House of Grum, who the thing they make I like a whole lot is their nest of wallets. And they make some nice accessories to go with this as well. A nice ring vanishing handkerchief. If you do the nest of wallets where a borrowed ring vanishes, appears in a wallet, and in an envelope, sealed envelope. If you haven't seen the Grum release, Baboo, I think is what they call it, Baboo. Check that out. Thank me later. This is their quick draw deck holster. So yeah, I submitted this to Magic Magazine. I think Josh J put it in print, but it might be a Andy Gladwin thing. If you have a subscription to Genie, you can get into the database there. They offer that in search rock, paper, scissors. My name's going to pop up there somewhere. Going back about a decade on that creation. So this is a holster for your cards. They make these in leather, or is this in like an injection molding? I think it might be injection molded. Feels like there's some metal here. This is just a device to wear on your belt and have, or pants, maybe elsewhere. Boom. Just have quick access to a deck, whether it be for performance or maybe for a secret switch. It's very well made. Desirable. If you think you want something like this, I think you'd be happy to have this one. That's the quick draw from Grum. And this is a product that was released and then quickly sold out, and now it's back again. And I really like this package from the Murphy Magic House, who have taken to producing sponge products. This is a version of the ball to square. And it adds an extra climax to the effect where the ball changes to a square, and then the normal ball to square, the ball would be there, but now there's a triangle that makes its surprise appearance. So this package includes the gimmick, which is the 3 different shapes, which I surmise you could do a lot of interesting things with on their own. And then this gimmick, which reverses itself to look like a ball, and then vice versa to look like a square. Hiding the triangle in there allows for a surprise appearance. This is, they call it Prismatica. And yeah, for what, $13, $12.98, something like that. This is a fun prop. I could recommend it for family shows, table hopping. You know, you're working for kids. Sponges are always great. And yeah, welcome back, Prismatica. Happy to have you here. And then one more. This is an oddball one, but it's kind of good for what it is. I don't know who needs this. And this is like brand new to me. Eggplant sponges. Seems maybe a little phallic. But, you know, if you're doing jokes about eggplants, this is a good one. These are kind of squishy too, nice and soft. Sometimes these molded sponges are a little bit thick, you know, and this one is, these feel great. So this is Andy Amix eggplant emoji sponges. I would guess he has a line of emoji sponges that are broader than just eggplants, but you know, I like to think we have everything here, and I think I just proved that we do. I don't know, do you have eggplant sponges in your spot? We do. Oh, holy cow. I got to mention the thing. Wolfgang just dropped this off on my desk. We're one of the few dealers in the country. Man, I'm so excited to get this, and I'm going to try and refrain from buying this today. Like I need more books piling up. I'll save some copies for the contingent. These sold. We got a box of 8 of these. They sold out basically overnight. I expect these to sell out just as quick. If not, we'll take our remaining copies to Magi Fest and we'll sell them there. There's Ed and there's Muriel Marlowe. This book penned by Randy Wakeman and Kevin Kelly, 2 gentlemen that were quite close to Ed Marlowe. I've read material from both of these gentlemen in my life, and I really feel that certainly Randy has been quite prolific, and he's just great about capturing very commercial Marlowe material. So he tends to publish the best, like, usable stuff from Marlowe. Un momento. You know, it's a cover. It's on the inside that counts, Nick. It's on the inside that counts. We're not. We're about to do business in the shop. What else did I want to talk about before we leave today? I got slush powder wands. You want to sneak stuff in sneak your slush powder in a cup secretly? Get a slush powder wand. I got magnetic wands that attract things magnetically. I got wands that detect magnets. This is a magnet detector wand. You put a battery in there, comes near a magnet, it vibrates. You know when you're near a magnet. That's kind of cool. Let me show you just a couple more of the stage props, and then I'm going to go do business in store. This is a timeless prop for family entertainers, the nesting wand. This is another prop that we have several versions of. This is Tommy James Jumbo Nesting Wand. 5 wands in this package. As you hand the wand to the kid, they end up with the bigger one, and ends up with wands under their arms and under their chin, and that's a good time. If you're a family entertainer, you probably know, and if you want a good one, the Tommy James one is really good. And then here, the last 2 things I'll swing at the camera before going to try and make a few sales today. You want to end your set on a bang and make a nice mess? Well, get one of these packages. This is a confetti wand set. This includes hollow wands and confetti that goes inside them. So when you swing the wand, you get a big... Do this at the gigs where you don't like the booker, and you leave a big mess all over their floors. So it can be a good bit of entertainment and revenge all at the same time. And then the last product I'll mention today along the line of wands is the Tommy James Bunny Wand. And with this wand, you proclaim that you're going to transform a child into a bunny. I mean, yeah, we're getting it done, right? In the words of Tim Gunn, make it work. So let me just briefly here hit our website. You can see what the Tommy James Bunny Wand is. As you tell the audience you're going to change someone into a bunny, the wand unrolls. There's a little place for the kid's face to stick out the bunny head, and indeed you can turn the kid into a bunny. The routine that's included has some wonderful byplay with a bunny tail, and you know, it's a nice photographic moment. You do produce a rabbit in your show without having to clean up any poop. The kid gets a nice shine on them during the event, and that is the Tommy James Bunny Wand. Yeah, it is, right? It's pretty funny. I think anyone who researches the Tommy James line, if you're a family entertainer, you'll be happy to see what he offers. And we have a lot of that. We have a whole category of Tommy James stuff on the Tricksupply website. And with that, I'm done talking about wands. I mean, I could have kept going. We could be doing this for another hour, but we got to draw the line somewhere. And at some point I got to pay the rent. I'm going to go do that now. I thank you all for hanging with me. Reminder, no stream next week unless I get the on button pushed at the Magi Fest. And then we'll be back, I guess, fresh in February. And I'll see you then. We did the wooden wands. Holy cow. We're out of time. I got to go help the people. Au revoir, mon amis. See ya in February. Ciao for now.